Hey guys, back again. Well, the last time I left, we had all been introduced to James. James. Oh, the things I could say about James. There were lots of fond memories. There were also lots of bad memories. James had a nickname for me because I was so loud all the time. He used to call me Stereo. Why? I don't know. I guess I was just so loud that's what he just decided was the best thing that he was gonna call me. Sorry, I'm driving. And don't worry, we're good. 2 hands over here. We're good. We're good. James. Oh, James. James was very kind. James was very handsome, for sure. Wouldn't have liked him if he wasn't. He definitely seemed different than other people. He for sure has a pretty big impact on my life. Do I miss that friendship? Yes. The friendship, yes. The very beginning, yes. Things are fuzzy, okay? I'm 36. I was 15. James will break my heart, as most boys do. James had a very rough upbringing, trauma, no, sorry to his mother, but yes, not a lot of parenting was going on for him. James and I started seeing each other and hanging out. I'm gonna tell the parts of his story that I was involved in so that I don't divulge too much of his traumas or past, but I'll say what I can. I can't remember how far into the relationship it was, but I feel like maybe a half a year had already gone by, 6 months. And after every football game, we would all usually go to Peter Piper's because they would just do something, whatever. We go to Peter Piper's. Everybody would go, football players, everybody. Now, me being the airhead that I am and have always been, I've been told later on in life that, oh my God, you were so popular. I don't think that about myself. I think that I knew a lot of people. I think that I was nice to a lot of people. I think that I didn't judge people. And so people were drawn to me. And that's how I feel about myself. That's how I genuinely feel about myself. Ask other people, I don't know what they'd say. James calls me after my mom and I had left. She had taken us over there. He wanted to stay. He stayed later. He skateboards back home. He calls me in the middle of the night, crying, upset. See, I don't, that part isn't mine to tell. Something happened, and his stepfather had scared him. He had done something to frighten him, which caused James to call me, and I tell my mom what happened. My mom, being the kind person that she was, because my mother was very kind. My mother would give you the shirt off her back if she could. She did many things for many people. I tell my mom what happened. My mom drives to James's home. We pick him up, and he comes and stays the night. Now, mind you, he's a whole year younger than me. He's 14. I'm 15. Pushing 16. I have an 8-year-old sister at home. We're like 4 years apart. Something like that. She's, I don't know, 10. I don't know how old she is. 4 years apart. Whatever that is. 4.5 years apart. My sister, it's me, my mom, and my sister at home. James comes and stays the night. The next day, we go to his grandmother's to drop him off, and his grandmother begs my mom, please keep him. Please keep him. We can't get him to school over here. We can't provide for him the way that he needs to be provided for and taken care of. My mother now has this teenage boy, and she doesn't, what can she do? You know, I mean, what are you gonna do? So my mom tells James, let's go to your other house where you were staying. We're gonna go get your clothes, and you're gonna come live with us. Now, people may have their own opinions on this, and that's fine. That is fine. But my mother did what she did out of the kindness of her heart for him and for his well-being, because he was not in a safe place. He was not in a loving place. And yeah, you know, I mean, I don't need to justify what my mother did. That's, your opinion doesn't really fucking matter. James grew up and became is an amazing provider. He's a good person. He's not a bad person. He never was a bad person. James and I will have a very wild relationship for the next 6 years. And James and I will live together for the next 6 years. See, this is where I have to go back just a little bit. Not yet. We'll go back later. We'll get there. ADHD. So James moves in to the home. I think he's sleeping in the living room. I can't remember. He may even be sleeping in my room and I'm sleeping in the living room. Either way, we're not sleeping in the same bed, right? We're not doing that. My mom's like, we're not doing that. He's already living here. That's enough. I'm not trying to become a grandmother, right? James and I never have children together, so there you go. Doesn't always happen to everybody. So there are stories, okay? James and I work. We start working. We are working kids who are going to school and playing house. There were things that James did before moving in. We had broken up and things like that. He cheated. How far the cheating went, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know. I don't care. Not anymore, obviously. But I will never know how far the cheating went. I know it hurt. It hurt my little teenage self, and it causes me to do stupid things. Now, I know you think you heard the end of Daniel. But that story, I don't know when that story ends. I really don't. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you now. I can tell you that I will run to Daniel a lot throughout my life. Daniel became a safe place for me, for my heart. James cheats off and on, whatever, but I loved him. There was a time where I truly did. I loved him. I did love him. And he will go back and forth between me and his mom for those 6 years, and there are times that I would go with him. My mother and I did not have the best relationship. My mother, she was a good mom, and again, she had her own demons that she was facing. My mom was always very my mom was the kind of mom that would tell you like it is how she would say it. If you're not good at something, you're not good at something. sister was always told she couldn't sing, so don't sing. You're good at playing instruments and you're good at dancing, and that's it. Don't do anything else, because that's what you're good at. You, Amanda, you're good at singing, you're good at acting. You're not good at dancing, so don't do it. Stick to what you're good at. That was my mom. My parents played favorites with my sister and I, which caused a lot of turmoil between she and I throughout our years. We're working on it. We're trying. We try. We try every day. It is a process. My mother will kick me out for the first time at 12. My dad pushed my mom. And me being the hothead that I was, that I still probably am sometimes to this day, I got mad and I stood in front of my mom and I pushed my dad right out that door. My mom turned around, got upset with me for defending her, told me to pack my things, and that she was going to send me to my aunt's house. Now again, I know we're going all over the place, right? But you've got to understand my mom. You've got to understand why James and I were going back and forth all the time. Between his mom and her, sorry to say, lack of parenting. And my mom, who was kind of like, okay, you're however old now, you know, you're an adult, basically. Do it on your own. Figure it out. So she kicks me out at 12. I move in to my aunt's house, my abuser's home. I live there for a few months, maybe like 3 to 4 months. Super uncomfortable. I hate it. I love my aunt. I want to spend every moment with my aunt. That was my mom. That was my mother. And it was horrible at night. I was scared. It was awful. Who knows what that did to me? You know, like, mentally what that did? I don't know. Who knows? I didn't even really know at that point that he was my abuser, because, again, it was just a nightmare, it felt like. A very vivid nightmare. And there were other things. That was not the only incident. That's just the only incident that I really want to talk about. Again, I don't want to go further. I don't want to dig. I don't want to... Pandora's box is scary. And I have no desires to really open that box. So cut back to, again, ADHD. Cut back to, you know, here we are, 15, 16 years old now, and we're living with his mother. And why? Because who knows? I got into a fight with my mom. She kicked me out. Never kicked out James. I almost said his name. Never kicked out James, not once. And my best friend then, well, I don't know if we're friends anymore. She's mad at me. She won't talk to me. Whatever, right? Whatever. I'm kind of too old to be begging people to be in my life, is how I feel about it. And I do cherish her, and I love her, and I appreciate the friendship that we did have. But she is no longer, she's here on Earth, but she's just not here with me in this moment in life, and that's okay. We'll call her Marie, her middle name, right? Love the middle names. Love it. I'm a fan. So, James and Marie are living with us, and I will fight with my mom constantly over his mom. He is a boy who just wants to have a relationship with his mother, and my mother does not like his mother, of course, because of the things that she's done. And I get it. Now I get it. Now as an adult I get it. Back then I didn't get it. But at the same time, that wasn't her decision to make. It wasn't for my mom to decide. It was for him to decide. And my mom had the best of intentions with what she was doing. Did she go about them the right way? No, of course not. Did I go about those things the right way? No, of course not. But I wasn't going to allow her to hurt somebody that I cared for and that I loved. And I would defend him to the bitter end with her. And it would cause me to get kicked out. And he'd always come with me. And so would Marie. We'd go together. We'd leave together. We would move in with his mom. It would be bad. It wasn't good. She didn't have good boyfriends. Her boyfriends were not good people. They were thieves. They were con artists. They were just the bottom of the barrel. And I don't mean to be ugly, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but this is my story, and these are my views, and these are my opinions. So again, you don't like them, don't fucking listen. So I will defend James against my mother for years. And yeah, that causes us to get kicked out a lot. We're still working. We're working at Jack in the Box. We're taking the bus from buttfuck Egypt all the way to buttfuck Egypt. And we make it. We do. We make it. No drugs, no babies. Nobody failed. We're still in school. Like, we are above the norm. You know what I mean? We have bam, we're good. We're solid ass people. He and I just had so much trauma, so much that we were dealing with. And that relationship probably should have ended a long time ago. But we stayed together because we didn't have anybody else to hold on to but each other. And we helped each other survive. We did. And that's okay. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with holding on to survival. We do our very best to become better than how we were raised and treated. And I think we've both done a pretty damn good job. Him better than me for sure, but I'm proud of him. I am super, super proud of him for becoming the person that he is today. Do we speak? No. Does he hate me? Probably. Do I care? No. But that's life. James knows about Daniel. And Daniel and I didn't end on bad terms. So when Caleb cheats, Daniel is the one that I run to. Daniel is always the one I run to. Why? Because we never got a chance, and I always saw something in him, something so pure, something just so amazingly good. He was so good. Daniel and I will continue to have classes together after this for all 4 years of high school. And James hates it. James sees the way I look at Daniel, and he despises it. He doesn't like it. James and I, we graduate high school. I graduated first. He stayed in high school. I did a very small stint in college, but we try. We want to get married, so we think. We want to have a life together, so we think. James has dreams of going to the military and becoming a Marine and becoming a cop, and just, we talk about kids, we talk about all these things. James graduates, he leaves, and he goes to boot camp. He goes to the Marines. He comes back, and he's just a different person. And he goes to AIT school. We're still together. At this point, I think that we have had each other for so long, and now, we're separate, and he's alone in the world, and now he's kind of fighting demons. There is a point where James gets bad on some prescribed medications. Again, not my thing to tell. I'm worried. I'm not near him. I'm in a totally different state. I'm in Texas. He's in California. I go visit. I realize very quickly, you're cheating. I leave California. I come back to Texas. And that's kind of the end of that relationship. As soon as I got back, it was over. Again, another good stopping point. I'm back in Texas. James is in California. We're not together. That relationship is over. And enters Daniel again. I told you, Daniel's story is not over. He is not gone, and that's just the beginning of that, apparently. Where is it? I don't know. Till next time.